Good evening, everyone. I, like most of the speakers, knew Jessica personally, socially, and culturally. And it was a privilege in meeting her. And the first time I met her was when Walter was assassinated, and there was a meeting at Conway House, and she was at the head table. From the distance, I could have seen the sad eyes of Jessica, thinking about her brother Walter, his demise in her country she loves greatly. And from there, I started to meet her through Keith Waite, one of her surrogate sons, a great flautist. And we used to spend a lot of time, like some of the speakers have said, in her back garden, where I was privileged to have met some of the greatest writers, Andrew Salkey, Janice Scheinborn, Busby, Margaret Busby, a whole collection of political activists, writers, poets, musicians. I found that by meeting Jessica, it was not only meeting Jessica, it was by meeting her children, Akbar, Carl, and Chauncey, my dear brother Michael mentioned about. And in these back garden gatherings, there were always issues about what was happening in Black Britain, and we heard quite a lot about this. But I lived in the neighborhood of Brixton in the Thatcher years, when the police were arresting, imprisoning, and killing black youths in the streets of Brixton. And as we all know, and it is well documented, we went to war in Brixton. And a great poem by Linton Kwesi Johnson, The Great Insurrection, defines what was happening to us. Jessica would be on the phone to me. She says, Baya, that's what she used to call me, Baya. What is happening in your neighborhood? And I would give her a real blow-by-blow account of what was happening in Black Britain, Brixton. Jessica's passing, as we have all heard tonight, she's passed, but her work with Eric will be long be in existence because of the efforts she and Eric made. It was not unusual after heart surgery that Jessica was still fetching books. She and Eric were still going to book fairs, doing their work, doing what they know best. Education, education, education was her mantra. In conclusion, I would like to say to the people, maybe in Britain, who is saying this, that one of the things that we used to talk a lot about in her back garden was about coming home to Guyana. But I think she was well anchored, and her work was well recognized in the mother country, the United Kingdom. However, she's gone, we're here, but her work will continue. The great thing that I will miss from her is her greetings. Whenever I see her, how are you doing, Baya? That's what she used to call me. Maybe she rests in peace.